Last time we talked about sexually transmitted diseases, and we first looked at the reasons why most people do not want to go for treatment or even going for early medical checkups. And one person was so much interested on those reasons why people do not want to go for medical checkup. So today we have come with those reasons why most people do not want to go for early treatment of STDs, or what we know as sexually transmitted diseases. Now, one of the reasons why people do not want to go for these treatments of STDs was stigma. So most people associate STDs with bad behavior. So someone with the signs of STDs may think going for the treatment maybe will be judged by his friends as someone who does sex anyhow, and that is not the case. As the health workers or this company as Health Matters Uganda, we came up with these all solutions. We are here to educate Ugandans, giving them the basic skills and the basic knowledge so that they always prefer for prevention than treatment. Now that stigma that you get that prevents you from going to check for an STD may bring for you serious complications. For the case of a woman, you might get infertile, and for the case of men, you might get chronic illness like HIV. So always avoid this stigma when you get any sign of an STD, like we discussed in our previous episodes. All our videos are uploaded on our YouTube channel. It is called Health Matters Uganda. Please go there, watch those videos, subscribe, and share that information. It might help a friend. So that stigma, let us avoid the stigma. Let us always go for medical checkup. Another reason why people do not want to go for checkups and treatments of STDs is lack of symptoms and signs. Now, these STDs, most of them in their early stages do not show serious symptoms and signs. An STD like chlamydia, or even the one we know, gonorrhea, at their early stages do not show signs. So that's why we always encourage people to always go for checkups as early as possible. For the case of a pregnant woman, we advise you to always go for antenatal so that all these conditions can always be detected as early as possible. So basically, we always prefer people to get prevention even before these diseases occur. Another reason why people do not go for early treatments and checkups is a lack of awareness. So that's why as Health Matters Uganda, we came up with this program so that we educate Ugandans these all conditions. We equip them with knowledge about different health conditions. So most people lack this knowledge. They do not know the signs of STDs. And in our videos, we talked about all the other signs of HIV, of sexually transmitted diseases, including HIV. We talked about diseases like gonorrhea. We talked about diseases like candidiasis. We talked about diseases like syphilis. So always follow us on this channel so that you get to know about signs and symptoms of all these diseases. You get to know about prevention measures. So always follow our channel. We are Health Matters Uganda, and we are proudly sponsored by Magara Pharmacy. It is located in Mbarara, Rwebukona town. So we have another reason why people do not want to go for early treatment. People think that these treatments and the checkups of STDs are expensive, and it is not. Some checkups are cheap. Like the other time I was telling you that like a checkup for pressure at Magara Pharmacy is free of charge. Yes. So most of these checkups are not even expensive. They are always medical camps, and these checkups for cervical cancer are always free of charge. So follow us on our channel, get to know this information, you get to know the prevention mechanisms. And even if it is expensive, it cannot be as expensive as the treatment. Yes, a medical checkup of these STDs, let's say syphilis, it cannot go beyond 20,000. So at most 20,000, you get to be sure that this person, oh, my health is okay, or I have contracted a disease, and when it is still early, you can get early treatment instead of getting serious complications like infertility or even cancer. So today we are basically looking at these reasons why people do not want to go for medical checkup. Other people always like self-medication. They always want, like, if they get to a sign and they think maybe it is of a certain disease, they always want to go to the health facilities or maybe pharmacies and drug shops, ask for drugs of their choice, even without investigating further to get to know about the diagnosis and the full prescription of drugs that they are supposed to use. So always we advise people, in case you get any sign, always visit a qualified health practitioner so that you are assessed well. They get to know the disease progression, they diagnose you, and they give you a full treatment and use it as required. So instead of going for your own medication to get a self-medication for yourself, always follow the right procedures, visit health facilities. Pharmacies are there, qualified pharmacies, they have qualified staff. We have Magara Pharmacy, visit them, get proper treatment, get proper diagnosis for a particular disease. So let us avoid self-medication. That one will help us to overcome these challenges. Some people do not know that these STDs do not show even signs in their early stages, so they keep quiet. And other people fear their partners. Yes, these people with the early signs of STDs, or even some STDs would have progressed, and they fear to go for treatment. They think their partners, maybe they may lose out in a relationship. They think, if my husband gets to know that I have maybe gonorrhea, let's say maybe syphilis, they think their partners would accuse them of maybe having sex outside their marriage, and it wouldn't be the case. Sometimes these STDs are caused by contacts, because like HIV, you can get blood contact of a sick person, and you easily get it if you have maybe an open cut on your body. So let us always follow the right procedure, even if it is a disease and it has come, maybe you have got a contact with a sick person, maybe let's say fluids for the case of hepatitis, let's say blood for the case of HIV and others. Let us always inform our partners, because the moment you keep quiet, you do not tell your partner that you have a disease, then you are increasing the chances of transmission. You transmit this disease from you, then to your partner, then maybe to another person. So let us always do what is required. In case you get a sign of an STD, go for treatment, go for medical checkups. Even your partner should be assessed, because the moment you get it and you keep quiet, your partner would also have problems. Now, after looking at that, we have to see the serious complications of these STDs. Instead, you do not go for treatment as early as is required. What could be the dangers? One, it is infertility. Diseases like gonorrhea can cause serious infertility problems in women. You find a woman is okay, but cannot produce. So let us avoid all these serious complications like infertility, like complications like spread of diseases like HIVs, you spread HIV from one person to another. Those are serious complications. Sometimes these STDs can result into cancer, like cervical cancer. So in order to avoid all of those complications, let us try to have prevention measures like we discussed in our previous video. Let us try to go for early treatment so that we do not get serious complications, dosages, and they even tell you on how you can use those medications. Thank you for today. Like, subscribe, and share our videos so that you do not miss out on the next videos that we shall upload. Thank you.